Then we'll do the same process with Sheriff Miller. All right, Mr. Dobbs, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, if you would, place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Clarence Ricky Dobbs, Jr.,
I, Clarence Ricky Dobbs, Jr.,
do swear that I will
do swear that I will
well and truly discharge
well and truly discharge
the duties of member,
the duties of member,
Douglas County Board of Commissioners,
Douglas County Board of Commissioners,
in all matters which require my official action,
and all matters that require my official action,
to the best of my knowledge and skill.
to the best of my knowledge and skill.
And I will so act as in my judgment
And I will so act as in my judgment
will be most conducive to the welfare
will be most conducive to the welfare
and the best interests
and the best interests
of Douglas County, Georgia.
of Douglas County, Georgia.
I have been a resident thereof
I have been a resident thereof
for the time required
for the time required
by the Constitution
by the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
This is really long, so you can catch your breath.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I am not the holder of
that I am not the holder of
any unaccounted for
any unaccounted for
public money
public money
due this state
due this state
or any political subdivision
or any political subdivision
or authority thereof,
or authority thereof,
that I am not the holder
that I am not the holder
of any office of trust
of any office of trust
under the government of the United States,
under the government of the United States,
any other state,
any other state,
or any foreign state,
or any foreign state,
which I am prohibited from holding
which I am prohibited from holding
by the laws of the state of Georgia,
by the laws of the state of Georgia,
and that I am otherwise qualified
and that I am otherwise qualified
to hold said office
to hold said office
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the laws of Georgia,
and the laws of Georgia,
and that I will support the Constitution
and that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Very good. You got through the first part. All right, we'll give you one more.
Yes.
A few years ago, the General Assembly issued a law that said every public official should also subscribe to a loyalty oath. So raise your right hand, please. I, Clarence Ricky Dobbs, Jr.,
I, Clarence Ricky Dobbs, Jr.,
a citizen
a citizen
of Douglas County, Georgia,
of Douglas County, Georgia,
and being an employee
and being an employee
of Douglas County, Georgia,
of Douglas County, Georgia,
and the recipient of public funds
and the recipient of public funds
for services rendered to such employee,
for services rendered as such an employee,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
and affirm
and affirm
that I will support the constitutions of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of Georgia.
and the Constitution of Georgia.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Now, Commissioner Dobbs, I'm going to get you to sign these documents, and we'll make sure they're filed with the court.
Sir.
And then I'm going to invite you to make any remarks you'd like to make.
Okay.
We always got to take care of the paperwork. Now, that's a fountain pen. Have you ever written with a fountain pen? All right, you did real good. And one more right there. Ladies and gentlemen, District 1 Commissioner Clarence Ricky Dobbs, Jr.
First off, I want to thank God for allowing me to be put in a position to be before you today. It's just such a wonderful blessing, turn of life in events over the last year and a half or so. A little bit over a year ago, I was in the Navy as a lieutenant, active duty, and then I transitioned to the Naval Reserves, and then now I'm standing before you as a District 1 County Commissioner. But I will say, you know, that's why I would give honor to God, because this is a dream come true to start this. Back in 2006, I said at Douglas County High School that I was going to be the first black president, and I wanted to start my political career and campaign and all that stuff in the town that I grew up in. And, you know, I used to say I was going to be the mayor one day, but God saw other avenues, and I was able to be appointed to this position, which is an honor, a true honor to be the District 1, because that is the part of Douglasville that I grew up in that helped make me the man that I am today. And thanks to everybody who played a part in my life. Sheriff Tim Pounds from my times running the streets as a young boy, keeping us in line. Then Thomas and Anita, my mom and my dad, everybody else in Douglasville, because you know, I'm what I used to say, and I still say today, I am the epitome of it takes a village to raise a young one. Amen. And there are so many people that played an impact on my life in the park, and I thank you all for everything that you've done, and I'm glad to be a servant of the town that I grew up in.
All right, now the court will administer the oath of office to our incoming chairman of the Board of Commissioners, Phil Dan Miller.
Don't forget it either.
I was tempted to say Dan, but this is polite company here, so I didn't say it. I would like to invite Mrs. Miller to hold the Bible for her husband. I, Phil Dan Miller,
I, Phil Dan Miller,
do swear that I will well and truly discharge
do swear that I will well and truly discharge
the duties of chairman,
the duties of chairman,
Douglas County Board of Commissioners,
Douglas County Board of Commissioners,
in all matters
in all matters
which require my official action,
which require my official action,
to the best of my knowledge
to the best of my knowledge
and skill,
and skill,
and I will so act
and I will so act
as in my judgment
as in my judgment
will be the most conducive
will be the most conducive
to the welfare and best interests
to the welfare and the best interest
of Douglas County, Georgia.
of Douglas County, Georgia.
I have been a resident thereof
I have been a resident thereof
for the time required
for the time required
by the Constitution
by the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and the laws of this state.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I am not the holder
that I am not the holder
of any unaccounted for public money
for any unaccounted for public money
due this state
due this state
or any political subdivision
or any political subdivision
or authority thereof,
or authority thereof,
that I am not the holder
that I am not the holder
of any office of trust
of any office of trust
under the government
under the government
of the United States,
of the United States,
any other state,
any other state,
or any foreign state,
or any foreign state,
which I am prohibited from holding
which I am prohibited from holding
by the laws of the state of Georgia,
by the laws of the state of Georgia,
and that I am otherwise qualified
that I am otherwise qualified
to hold said office
to hold said office
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and laws of Georgia,
and the laws of Georgia,
and that I will support
and that I will support
the constitutions
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, thank you. And now I will administer the loyalty oath to you. I state your name.
I, Phil Dan Miller,
A citizen of Douglas County, Georgia,
a citizen of Douglas County, Georgia,
and being an employee of Douglas County, Georgia,
and being an employee of Douglas County, Georgia,
and the recipient of public funds
and the recipient of public funds
for services rendered as such employee,
for services rendered as such employee,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
and affirm
and affirm
that I will support the constitutions
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of Georgia.
and the Constitution of Georgia.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, if you would just sign your name there, and we'll take care of that paperwork for you, and then I'm going to invite you to make some remarks to the citizens of Douglas County. One more. Ladies and gentlemen, don't steal my pen. By the way, I paid for that pen. No county funds were used.
It looks like I'm gonna make a long speech, but I'm not. First of all, I'm honored that the governor of the state of Georgia and the people of Douglas County would have confidence in me again to hold office. This is a county that I was raised in, a county that I've been in my entire life, which come June the 5th will be 71 years. And it was an honor to be sheriff, and I'm sure that it's going to be an honor to be chairman of the Board of Commissioners. My intention is to do the right thing every time. I promise you that. I promise you that there will be nothing but integrity that comes from my mouth and my actions. Can you not hear that? I'm sorry. This is not about what this job can do for me. That sounds a little bit like John Kennedy, I guess, but what we can do for this county. I think, in no disrespect to any elected official, I think that our reputation has been tarnished to some extent, and I think it's time to get the people of Douglas County back behind us and pushing us forward, and us feeling good about this county and its government again, and that's what I intend to do. And I also thank God for this opportunity. I thank him for this county and my family, and I appreciate you so much, and you're welcome to call me anytime. I know that's kind of crazy because once it was announced yesterday that I was going to be chairman of the Board of Commissioners, my phone never stopped ringing until 10 o'clock. I never got off the phone, but I look forward to this. I look forward to working with the other commissioners. The chairman, he can't accomplish much unless he's got a couple of votes on his side, and so it behooves us to try to work together, try to do what's best for this county, and that's exactly what I expect to do. Thank you very much for coming. And I guess Ricky Dobbs is my senior because he was sworn in first, so I bow to you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here for the swearing-in ceremony. I'm going to encourage Commissioner Dobbs and Chairman Miller to say hello to everybody and greet you, but at this time, the proceedings are now concluded. Thank you, and God bless Douglas County, and God bless our commissioners.